Hey everyone, Michael Hammond here. It's another Monday morning. It's a great start to the week. We get to focus on what we get to do instead of what we have to do. So, hope all of you had a wonderful weekend, a safe weekend. But as we kick off this new week and we're ready to refuel Monday, there's a couple of conversations that I've had lately that I wanted to discuss. And I think it leads around people who want to do video but just haven't done the video and haven't taken the steps to do it. Or I speak to a number of loan officers and they're super busy, they got incredible refi volume and they're thinking of bringing on an assistant and they don't take the action. Or you'll talk to a company and they really want to go after a retargeting program or an account-based marketing program, and they're mapping out all of these steps and they have never pulling the trigger. So I wanted to study why is that happening and why are people getting inconsistent results versus the people that are getting consistent results time and time again. And so if you look at it, I'm going to give you a couple formulas. And no, I'm not a math expert, and these are just formulas that I came up with for you. But let's go through it. I think the people that are struggling, the LOs who haven't hired that assistant or even figured out what they should look at if they should hire that, the people who know they need to embrace digital but haven't started doing videos or haven't done a blog post or haven't done a podcast, or the people that are trying to come up with the perfect digital marketing program or account-based marketing program and have struggled. What typically happens in those environments is they overcomplicate it. When you combine overcomplicating plus striving for perfection, it almost always leads to inaction, right? Oh, I need lighting and I don't have the right editing software, and oh, I need this special recording device and I just don't have the time to. Excuse after excuse after excuse. Why? Because we overcomplicated it. We're striving to make it perfect, and then that leads to inaction, right? Same thing with the loan officer example. Well, no one can speak to the prospect as well as I can, and no one knows how to review the loan file, and no one knows how to do the loan comparison. Great. Then you're always going to be stuck in this, and it's going to hold you down and hold you back from growth. So here's the formula that I really want you to focus on. This is what's going to allow you to break those chains and really start making great results, and more importantly, sustainable results for the long term. So the first thing I want you to focus on is it requires simplicity plus action plus constant improvement equals long-term sustainable results, right? So simplicity, action, continuous improvement, long-term sustainable results. So let's talk about each one of those very quickly. Simplicity. Keep it simple, right? We all have a cell phone. Use the cell phone to shoot the video. Does the sound have to be perfect? No. You want to make sure people can hear you and everything else. Does the lighting have to be perfect? You can do something. There's a lot of cheap halo lights out there. Go on Amazon, go to Walmart, whatever you want to do, you can find a cheap light. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Your cell phone has a lot of software. If you're doing it from a desktop like I am right now, I use QuickTime. Came with my Mac. It's super easy to use, and I don't have to over edit. I don't have to overproduce. People don't want overproduced. They want genuine and authentic. So next is action. None of this is going to happen if you don't take action. So soon as you start overcomplicating, you freeze, you pause. Soon as you keep it simple, you're like, hey, I can do that. Start with a blog post. You don't have to be on every social platform. Maybe it's written. Maybe it's a video. Maybe it's an audio. Don't do all of them at once. Just do one and get started. So keep it simple. Take the action, right? What are the 3, 4, 5 things you could give your assistant to do as a loan officer so that you can focus on the things that only you can do? Right? Very, very powerful, and it's very liberating. So we keep it simple, we start taking action, and then this is the point where you start continually improving, right? So if you're focused on constant improvement, maybe you start with written and then you say, well, hey, this isn't so bad. I'm posting on a weekly basis. Yep, I could add a video in, constant improvement, right? You start doing the videos and then you want to add a different light or you want to add a little bit different sound. That's fine because you've kept the model simple. That's the key to this. Simple plus action plus constant improvement is going to create long-term sustainable results. That's the key and that's the magic to this. So as we start this week off, hopefully we're refueled for the weekend. Focus on that formula. Simplicity plus action plus continuous improvement equals long-term sustainable results. Let's go out there and make it a great week. Have an amazingly blessed start to the day.